everyone. Welcome to High Noon Sunday's podcast. Maybe it's not Sunday, but we look at Sunday as a state of mind. So kick back, relax, indulge in your favorite cannabis treat, and join us for High Noon Sunday's podcast. Hey everyone, I'm Siobhan Danger Darwish. Welcome to High Noon Sundays. This is an awesome podcast. I felt so good about kicking it off. I'm so grateful to all of you who have been responsive and following along with High Noon Sundays. High Noon Sundays podcast originated on Instagram Live. I was doing a High Noon Sundays live every Sunday and inviting guests on. I had a plethora of incredible guests, and now it has graduated to be a podcast. And it's gaining more interest because I can talk longer and it's, not as silly. And, I get to invite wonderful people like Wendy Kornberg from Sunnabis. Welcome, Wendy.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I mean, we are in our own personal quarantines. So it's nice to have a phone call with you for a podcast and get to connect on this level and, live through this crazy and monumental time in history, regardless of how annoying it might be that you run out of toilet paper. I think that...
I really don't think it's going to happen. I don't think anybody's going to run out. I think we're going to see this, peak and subside, and people are going to be like, oh my God, I have, 243 rolls of toilet paper left.
I'm not really concerned about, I don't really know what I would be, other than medication, which I don't take. Yeah. I'm not really sure what I would be so sad. If the toilet paper runs out, I am wiping my bum on a towel for as long as I need. Let's just be honest. If we're in an apocalyptic, the last thing I'm worried about, if there is a virus killing people to the degree that we can't get toilet paper, I'm not worried about the fucking toilet paper.
Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. I'm like, wait, our concern is toilet paper?
Really? So I think that it kind of was a small step towards shaking people hey, this is something that's very serious. And people are still not taking it serious. I'm still getting phone calls from friends that are, hey, I'm going to the sauna, you want to come? And I'm thinking, no.
No.
I understand that it's not in my town yet, but I'm taking those precautions. My way of life is changing. Just to let you know, I'll have to tell you what though, I am not sad about losing the handshake. So anyway, so that being gone, the hugging maybe not being around so much, it makes you, this is making you really see what matters. And what matters is who's your family right now? Who are you going to hug right now? Yeah. Who are you open to? So anyway, my point is, that's what's happening in our world today. And there's going to be a lot of changes that are going to need to be made. And we're okay with that because things will continue. We will be moving on. And if not, we still got to do something to keep our brains busy. So let's talk about Project Trellis.
Project
Wendy,
Trellis.
Tell me everything.
So Project Trellis, I have very mixed feelings about it because one side is that Humboldt County has been the first to do something that nobody else has done, which is to set aside money from cannabis taxes to give back to cannabis businesses. And that's really special. That's a huge deal.
Huge.
That's huge, right? But then when you take it down off of paper and into reality, it's a lot like every part of the cannabis industry in the state of California. Looks pretty good on paper. You bring it into actuality and reality, and it's lacking so much. There was over 70 applicants for Project Trellis. They had set aside $180,000, limited to $10,000 per single applicant or $50,000 per group. So road associations applied for $50,000. I know of at least 3 road associations that are trying to get $50,000. Co-ops have applied for $50,000. I know of at least 2 co-ops that applied for the full $50,000. We have consultants who are trying to get paid for their work and, give back for free to farmers. We have lawyers who are trying to get money for it. We have all kinds of auxiliary services, and then we have the farms themselves. So when you start breaking it down, $180,000 only goes out at the most to 18 people if each of them gets that 10 that they need.
However, still celebrating that this is even something that's being talked about and happening.
And it's amazing, and it's great to look back on all of it, and even the things I complained about. So things like they made us do an archaeological report, and it was expensive. It was like $1,800, and we had to have this guy come out and walk the land, and and I was like, oh, this is so silly. But when I got that report back, I was so fired up. It is the coolest thing.
It's so cool.
That I've
it's
seen.
So cool.
I was like, this is like 40 to 60 pages, all about the local indigenous tribes that used to live in this area, and
the soil and the terroir.
I read the whole thing multiple times.
Yeah.
And I was like, this
that's
is
really
so cool.
That's really what has driven Grow Sisters for me. I just started being able to talk about cannabis, and suddenly I was explaining a node, and then it was just fantastic that it really, the second that I got bored with my job as a farmer, legalization came, and I had to evolve. And as I was learning what I already knew, just because someone taught it to me, and the science behind it, I just feel like I exploded, like my whole new life started, and so I celebrate that.
I feel that way too.
Yeah, I celebrate that. And in our culture, even,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I was going to say, too, that the thing with the legalization that I find really fascinating and amazing is that, prior to Prop 64 passing, people were making really good money. And so they didn't have to be conscientious about things. Because you could go into the grow shop and buy a $500 gallon bottle of God knows what that has all kinds of PGRs, and which plant growth regulators, right, PGR, and crazy bizarre hormones, and apparently Eagle 20, and things can turn into like cyanide when you burn them, and I mean just bizarre poisons that I was like, wow, that's crazy. And so now that we have been hard hit by this economic turn, what I see is people that have gotten, there's people who were in it for the money, and they're gone, and I'm okay with that. I'm like, all right, you didn't get back to my community anyway, bye-bye, no problem, see you later. Or not. And then we have people that were just like, really in this because it's a medicine, and really in this because of something that it helped and put into their life, and for a much deeper reason. And those are the people that are still in it, and those are the people that are driving it forward. And for us, what it caused for me was even further conscientiousness, where I'm like, we're not buying nutrients anymore. I don't want to buy and bring a plastic bottle of anything onto my farm ever again.
Oh,
and
amen.
Right?
Sister. Amen to that, please. Yes.
That turned us from what we considered organic farmers into
sustainable
Korean natural farmers.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And it's beyond sustainable. That's where I'm at now. We are beyond sustainable.
Yes.
We are regenerative. We are...
Well, I've just always been cheap. So let's just be honest. That's where I go. Yeah. Whatever's the easiest. Like, joke's on everybody. Just, it's farming.
It's farming.
So
for me, it's about not what's cheap and easy, but what's about fun and interesting, and what's about
science, the science of it.
Science. Yeah. Where does the science come back in? And when you start getting into like the natural farming, you really get into the soil science, and you get into soil health, and you start seeing everything from this totally different level. That for me is where I got super excited again. Where I'm like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever. This is
love
not
it.
just about a plant growing and growing to its optimal potential. This is about the communication under the ground of the roots of the plants with the fungi and the cycles, and they're all down there talking together and freaking helping each other out in this community way that is boggles the mind, and it is so exciting.
It's so exciting. I'm only down for symbiotic relationships at this point in my life.
Totally. We need a lot more synergy and a lot less parasitism in this world.
Yeah, take.
Yeah, so exciting and so blessed to be parts of these things. So one of them is Amazon John and Olivia Newton-John are going to be launching Livia's Cure, which is a tincture that she and he developed for her cancer. And so we're the first California cultivators to be involved in this project with them.
I love it.
And
how sweet.
Patrick King from Seed to Soul down in Cloverdale. He kind of connected us all together, and so that project's going to be going off this year. So that's really, really exciting to me.
I love that. I'm interested. Send me more information. Let's talk about this more.
It's crazy. His formulation is so badass. It's like 22 cultivars, so it's really like just scraping every cannabinoid and terpene, and it's CBD and THC and myrcene and pinene, and going through it just like, oh my god, this is so fun, because it's so many different genetics, and it's exactly why I love this plant so much. Is it's just like so diverse, but then it's all going to be melded into one medicine. So it's super badass. I'm so excited to get started on it.
Good. That's fantastic. And it's spring. Spring is almost here. I can't even believe it.
I just got all the seeds out today to get them started, and realized today is a do nothing day in the biodynamic calendar, so I can't do anything. Oh well. And then the last shout out I want to do real quick is to Hendrix Nursery, because
we love Hendrix.
They're amazing, and been kind of sponsoring our farm with some genetics this year, and agreed to do something which is really not in the realm of normal, quote unquote, normal cannabis industry, which is they have given us a bunch of clones on terms because we didn't have the money to pay for them right away.
Cheers to those boys. We love those guys. Thank you, Hendrix.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Amazing clones.
They have sponsored my Sister Grow Your Own summer project multiple times. They've been a part of that. They're one of the Humboldt businesses that's helped Grow Sisters along. So yeah, I'm happy to hear that collaboration's happening.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Hendrix. Shout out. Hendrix Clones. Hendrix Farms. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Go follow High Noon Sunday. You can find this podcast at thegrowsisters.com, or you can go to our SoundCloud, whatever. We're all over. Type it in, thegrowsisters.com. Check us out on Instagram, whatever. They kind of block us on Instagram. Instagram's cool, but I don't know, you guys. Like, seriously, if they're gonna like tell me what I can and cannot say, I don't know. Follow me somewhere else. Come see my website. thegrowsisters.com.
Outlaws are hard to rein in. You don't really get very far when you tell us what we can.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it's okay. I'm not complaining about it. Like, we're dealing with all sorts of other stuff right now, so I'm just trying to, speak openly about what I'm doing, and that's what I'm doing. I'm moving everything elsewhere. So check me out on YouTube, thegrowsisters.com. Hey, what'd you smoke?
Thank you so much for your time. Oh, yeah. Right, we didn't even go into that.
No, whatever you getting high on for this podcast?
So, I actually am still smoking some blueberry muffins.
Ooh,
that was
Humboldt
rolled into
Company.
pre-rolls by Seed to Soul in Cloverdale, end of last year, I think. And it's just one of my favorite cultivars. So it's just like a sweet, easy, like daytime,
is.
Keep your head together.
Yeah.
But feel real good.
Oh my gosh, I love the blueberry muffin. It always produces so well for me, which is, I think that it's my terroir because it gets cold here at night. But yeah, I love that one.
Ours just gets really fruity. Like even when we grow OG, there's a slight fruit to it, and people are like, you sure this is OG? I'm like, it is. It's got nuances, and again, I bring it back to terroir, also into our heavy clay soil. I think there's a component of minerals in there that comes and feeds the microbes that kind of produce the terpenes that help with that more fruity quality. So it's one of my favorites. It really brings out that fruit forwardness.
I like it. I can see that.
What were you smoking on today?
Yeah, no, I'm glad that we talked about blueberry muffins so long, because I am smoking backyard weed that I put in the backyard and gave little attention to. I even forgot the tags. So everything was just awesome, gifts from Humboldt Seed Company Genetics that I just grew all big, and I've just been smoking it. Like, I don't know what's what. I don't know. It's backyard weed. But it just grew it grew perfect. It just did a great job and finished out, and like, you know, we have like a great soil for alluvial, like, you know, we get like they feed themselves on this plane. So it's been it's been silly to like all the effort all the other years that I put into you know, having that grade A OG that I was gonna get fucking $2,500 for outdoor, motherfucker. Anyway, you know, those kind of things. But anyway, so I've just been enjoying like you know,
we always call that Humboldt muttweed.
Yes, totally.
Sometimes it's the best, man.
It's the best, and it's the stuff that you hand out to your neighbors. My neighbors have been connecting with me, and I've been like, I'll leave a little jar up at the gate, you know?
Nice.
It's like in a time of where we're just going to sit around and play video games. Everyone stay safe during this epidemic that we're having. Stay indoors. Take this fucking seriously. I love you guys. This is Siobhan Danger Darwish signing out from the Grow Sisters Media Podcast, High Noon Sundays with Wendy Kornberg as Sunnabis. Love you, sister. Stay safe.
Love you too.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us for another High Noon Sundays, coming to you from the heart of Humboldt County. If you are interested in being on a High Noon Sundays, please email us. We're easy to find, thegrowsisters.com. Love you guys. Bye.